Hello, welcome to another episode of The Relatives. I'm Chris.
I'm Barb.
Carol?
Yes, family. We are family. Okay, listen. We are talking about
That should be our theme song.
the internet, computers, and social media, and all of that stuff, and how it affects us, our society, our kids, our lives, and all of that. So I think I'm making the first point. I think it has dehumanized us. I think that
What do you mean by dehumanized?
like you're really not like if my kids are sitting on on their phones, I think if we're all on our phones right now, let's say we were on our phones right now and we weren't paying attention to each other,
Yeah,
we
we'd
would
be
not
like
be having a
robots.
conversation. We wouldn't know what they were talking about. We're not listening to anybody. So, you know what I mean? I think that's a real...
In fact, my sister and I were in a restaurant yesterday. I'm 90% sure they were married. They were both on their phones. Checking.
Really? Mm-hmm. Here, dehumanize, I'll give you the definition. Deprive of positive human qualities.
Or deprived.
Deprives. So,
Yeah, but we're depriving ourselves. We really aren't deprived.
Well, I'm depriving you. If you and I are out for lunch and I'm on my phone, what respect is that to you?
Oh, I agree.
exactly.
But I mean, we're depriving ourselves. It's because we want to do it. If you weren't on it, then you wouldn't be depriving me.
What?
Wait, train, come back.
What does that mean? Say that again. Say that slowly. I missed that one totally.
Wait, what did we say?
Dehumanizing. Depriving.
Oh, I think we're doing it to ourselves. Now, if you weren't on that, whatever you said, we would be talking. So that's your choice to go on that, to deprive me of your conversation.
But I also feel that I'm putting you down by making my phone more important.
Yes,
than
I was
you.
just going to say that. You're making your phone
But
more
that's your
important than the
choice
person
to
you're
do
sitting
that.
But that's not nice to you. That's no consideration to you.
Oh, no.
I should be off my phone to respect to you.
Right.
with. Yes. So, I don't know. The whole phone, we've talked about the pet peeves with the people on the phone in public. I can't stand that. So,
Oh, I can't
that's
either.
dehumanizing in it.
Yeah. That one
Please
is.
wait until you're in your car, people, or else
Yeah, I
wait
don't
until
wanna
you're
hear
home.
what you're talking
we don't
about.
need to know your
Unless
personal
you
business.
want a recipe or you need something from the store. You
Yeah.
know, but it's short and sweet.
Yeah, not
not through your whole shopping.
I did this. Yeah, all the drama.
Yeah.
Um,
Or I've done that. You go and you think, oh my gosh, should I check and see if they need it? Although I don't shop for Christmas.
no, but I feel
anymore.
like you're listening to somebody's conversation and it's drama, and it's like I got enough of drama in my life. I don't need to hear your drama too,
Yeah.
and then I don't even know you. It's just so.
And you
it's
try
so
hard not to listen.
pathetic.
How can you not help it? You help it.
You have
know.
to, and if you
Yeah.
say, oh, that's one of my pet peeves. You know that. Okay. Do you think anxiety and depression has increased because of
Ooh,
the internet? I say yes.
I do too.
Because of all the news, the 24-hour news cycle, and I think
yeah.
people are seeing sad videos or
Too much
scary
news
videos
depresses me.
and violence and all that. I think
And another form of depression would be, I would think, is that just say Facebook, you see something about your best friend and so-and-so said it about her, and you didn't know that she was even going through this, and now you feel, well, my friend didn't even get in touch with me, but she got in touch with her. There's just too much exposed.
well, people see. I'm not on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, but not that deep where I would like tell somebody. I made announcements with my kids and stuff like that for accomplishments and all
Graduation.
that. But do people really like
Here, let's just say
air
this
their
happened.
laundry
Your
like
daughter got engaged and she announced it on Facebook.
that? Oh, and she yeah.
And you didn't even know yet.
Oh yeah.
That's
that would hurt.
that would really I'd be depressed to think my daughter didn't personally call. I mean, that's going far fetched.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
But it's just something that can be
Okay,
said.
I have another thing too. One's because my mom's not on Facebook, so let's say you see one of your friends is at a party or going out with all your friends and you weren't invited.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There's depression.
My God.
There you go. And then you see all these pictures and you weren't invited. Now that's how my kids have gotten hurt by that. Not my son.
Yeah,
Boys are different.
anxiety,
But
I would say too.
yeah.
I would say it's both of them.
And what I mean, you know, then what do? Ask the friend, why didn't you invite me? And you just, you know what, you unfriend them.
Or another thing is someone makes a comment about something, then you got to put your comment in. And then the next person there's a bunch of gossip going on over something so silly.
Yeah.
I'm bad at, people are very good about responding to my stuff, but I'm very bad at responding to theirs.
Tell me
I'm not
about
really I'm not really on it that much. But we'll have a Facebook page up coming soon. It's, like we said, we had a little mishap. My dad is 80 and he fell last week, so we had to cancel our little episode, our little recording, and it's been a whole thing. So we're a little behind, but he's doing a lot better, and thank God.
This one guy once on one of the shows says, you know, with this Facebook, you know what? Go on in the middle of state Michigan. Guess what, everybody? Because once you put it on there, 5,000 people know I've gone on vacation. I'm going out to dinner. You know, everybody knows now what you're doing, and a lot of people put. Oh, I'm going to the store now. I'll be back.
Yes.
And then I'm going
on vacation for 2 weeks. And then, and then people, that's how burglars will know if you're gone. Yes. Have you, any of your friends announced, I'm going to Mexico don't announce you're going to Vegas. Do you?
I'm never going out anywhere.
No.
I mean, no, seriously.
Yeah.
Or else, you know, if your kids are at home, if you have young, I don't get it, but.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like to do too much on that.
No.
I do only positive. I want to be positive.
Oh, you mean just
I think there's some beautiful sayings out there. That's what I like to pick up on.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, some people like the recipes.
Or birthdays. I like it for birthdays because you might forget someone's birthday, but it pops up saying today's so-and-so birthday. And
but I'll forget to say it because I'm not on there every day.
Oh.
And recipes is very good for recipes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you get
that's what
a lot of recipes.
And I remember back in the 90s or when this whole thing started, you know, technology, internet was supposed to make our lives easier. And I think it's made it more complex because people use it irresponsibly.
Yeah, oh my God.
They don't think. And, you know, and I think it's given, I don't know. It's just people find out stuff and it's just
like
not,
you said,
not good.
It'd be hard. Or else, you know, let's just say you aren't feeling good. So you look up on the internet, oh my gosh, don't tell me. What if I've got cancer now, you know, or whatever. Or maybe I shouldn't be taking this medicine. It's going to do this to me. You know, which all that information is sometimes, I mean, it's good, but then it's no good.
Yeah, they say that with that, I mean, you can look stuff up, but they say you can look stuff up, but don't make that your only way of getting you know, you got to go to the doctor and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And do you think violence has risen because of it?
Ooh.
I think 50 years, now we didn't have the internet 50 years ago and violence was not as high 50 years ago.
The cause of all the shootings?
I don't know. But,
I don't know.
Well, yeah, a lot of it was, you know, on
maybe
the internet and stuff like that.
Maybe the gangs get in contact with each other.
I think domestic violence may be up because of that, because just say I'm at a party and someone, I didn't know you're taking a picture of me and then you put it on Facebook and then
somebody, like your husband.
Say my husband or my boyfriend.
People get found out of
now,
cheating.
years ago,
you
could not take a picture in a casino, but I think you can now. And that was the reason for it, because somebody takes a picture and you're gambling. But I think you can take pictures now in casinos.
When you're in Vegas, ask
ask
people. If you
can I take my
pictures? We can look it up now,
ask
but
them. I think now you can, but I'm not positive.
Well, we can find out. Do you think it has lost human value because like you said,
human contact.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what I don't understand with the kids. Nobody sends letters anymore.
I know you said that.
I went to the store and I saw this little girl and I said, could you sign this? Because I wanted to send it unknown. I said, could you make this envelope? She had no idea how to write an envelope, that you put the name, address, and city. She had no idea how to do that.
How old was she?
In grammar school, maybe about 7th grade.
And why are you sending a letter unknown?
Well, because I was sending it to her.
She had a good reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I said, oh, she won't recognize the hammer. Could you do the envelope?
And
she had
didn't.
No idea. But as I sat there and told her where to put, because I gave it to her and she didn't know how to write it.
Wait, she was how old?
About 7th grade.
Doesn't she
And the
get
woman
like?
said,
Doesn't she
well,
see the mail?
I mean, your kids, no.
No, because they're texting everything. There is no
And I
way.
says, they'll text each other, congratulate. I says, no, nobody has the written letters anymore that you could save.
Yeah, we.
It's,
Yeah.
That's so sad. Because somebody got some. I says, at least print it out and save it for yourself.
Well, I mean,
They can't print it out, but nobody does.
excuse me, everybody out there, please teach your kids how to write an envelope so they can send
Yeah.
resumes for job interviews and all that.
They don't.
I mean-
they send it on the internet now.
Yeah, but sometimes they'll send it through. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. They want an
nobody,
actual.
if it wasn't for paint, well, I do. I don't get that many Christmas cards. I bet you I'll send out, Bill gets mad, about 80. I'll bet you I get 50 back.
That's still pretty good. Ours, we haven't. Now with the internet and people on Facebook, I don't know. We're sending
Well, you
ours.
think
up.
that's good that
I
I
don't-
get a little bit more than half back?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think. I don't know.
But I saved my Christmas cards. You won't believe this. But I saved them so I know who sent me last year. This one person sent me the same Christmas cards 5 years in a row. Apparently she bought a whole bunch of them.
Oh, it was the same like
Same Christmas card
which
every year.
Did she say did she write a note?
No, it was just, it was a very nice family-orientated
Yeah.
card. But I thought, my God, she must have bought boxes of them.
Or she really likes it.
Yeah, and kept sending me
No,
the
she
same
probably bought
for
boxes.
5 years.
Wow.
I got the same card.
And I don't think we communicate human to human anymore. I think we communicate human to cell
Social
phone
media,
to human.
yeah.
Social, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
agree.
you don't. I mean, you see it every day, and like you said,
When you say telephone, I'd rather say, what do you call those phones? That you do everything
the
on
iPhones,
Oh,
No, what do you call that?
iPhone.
iPhone.
Yeah, so say iPhone.
You have an iPhone, Mom.
I know, but not
Oh.
the regular phone.
Oh.
I think there are more iPhones out there than there are regular.
Yeah,
a
you're
talking
lot of
landline?
people are getting. Yeah, we
A
still
lot of
have
people are
landline.
getting rid of landlines. Lots.
Oh, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to still have that. It
I
makes
do
me
too.
secure for some reason because I don't know. I just
Yeah,
need
we
it in
do
case
too.
it's kind of like a backup.
If you
I-
lose your cell phone, you could be losing your life.
Yeah.
You've got so much stored in there, or
Yeah.
pictures. Everything it's pictures on there.
Yeah.
It's just a shame. No more handheld pictures in your hand.
Yeah, I hate that.
No, I know.
And
It's
somebody
sad.
just, please take some pictures that I could look at, not just squint and see on a little,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've lost so much.
And in two, I just in my house, I did a wall going upstairs from
Pretty,
our
I love it.
first floor to our upstairs to our bedrooms, and I did a wall of all family photos. I think you probably saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God, these photos are from when my kids were babies. And I did it through the years, and even the cutest little pictures that I took when my two daughters were watching, a Disney movie or just simple little moments that I have on the wall. And it's so, I think, to have it developed and to have it in your possession than to have it on a phone.
Letters.
Because my picture of walls that I'm not even
Cards.
done with, I want to continue on through the hallway, but I mean, I would never have it because I'm terrible at that, saving stuff
and
like that on my
developing.
phone.
How many people do develop their pictures from
Yeah.
their phones? Or even we had pictures we went on a trip. It took us years to develop them. We didn't take it right away.
I don't know. And I think
And did they get negatives out of them, don't they?
I think you could just send it to Walgreens.
Yeah,
So
you just send it to
pick up-
Walgreens.
Yeah, but do you get negatives?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so.
No,
There's no more
there is
negatives.
no more negatives. And I think that people are losing compassion with one another, and empathy, and there's just the feelings are just left out. And then two, these dating. I know we talked about dating online. But these guys won't even call the girl to go on a date. Now, one of my daughter's friends just went on a date from a guy she found online, and he texted her out. I go, he didn't even give you a call? I mean,
What do you mean he texted her
he
out?
didn't call her. Like you would call somebody and
No
say, hey, you want to go
communication,
out?
just
No
da-da-da-da.
communication. They never talked on the phone at all before they met.
Oh.
The first meeting was at the restaurant. She went to a public place and everything. He turned out to be kind of a dud, but
Oh yeah.
never. Yeah, I'm like, I mean, it just is
Or
that.
the worst is they're breaking up texting.
Oh God,
Oh,
a breakup
yeah.
text that would be
Yeah.
horrible.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, Carol, that would be horrible.
That's
And I'm sure it happens all the time.
Yeah. Oh,
All the
would
time.
that be sad? Oh boy.
talk about depression, right?
Yeah. You know, the thing of it is to hear someone's voice. Like I could say, well, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to the store. It makes a whole world of difference.
Yeah.
You know, hear somebody's voice and read what they want.
Do you think that?
And you can say, no, I wasn't mad about going to the store.
Yeah, and you have to verbally say it because people just assume, and that's where the assume comes in too. I think a lot of people assume
They're
through.
assuming, yeah.
Do you think the internet, especially, certain outlets, was supposed to make our community stronger and be more of friendship and family and all that? I think it has made us more strangers and hurtful feelings again with one another. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was meant to be informative. The
Well-
internet. I don't think it was meant to be as social as we have it. I think at first when it came out, it was supposed to be informative. It was supposed to, the banks have all their stuff now on,
Yeah.
And speed. Everything was with speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like now, years ago our accountant had all these file cabinets. Now he's got everything in,
Yeah. And I think too with the internet, like in the comment section after an article, I mean, it has made us. We are strangers amongst each other. You know what I mean? We don't know who's talking to me, who's making a comment again. I mean, we don't even know who they are, and we feel comfortable putting them down. Or
Yeah.
it's like you got to stop and think a little bit. And these
That's
are adults
like on
doing it.
Channel 9 at the end. You watch Channel 9 News?
Sometimes.
I love that. It's like going to church every day. Now at the end they have comments. You'd be surprised at things people write.
Yeah.
Come on, they make a joke out of it, which I don't blame them, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It just I don't know how people have time for that. I mean,
No, I
would you
don't
sit
either.
after you read an article? Would you sit and make comments and then actually get in an argument with a complete stranger on the comment section?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
But I just went through a situation which my friend is probably going to be listening to this, but I'm going to share
Say
it
it
with the
at-
world.
Mhm.
But anyways, it was back in August. Now, this is where Facebook got me in trouble. I was back in August that she put on that her sister passed away.
Mhm.
And her sister lives in Florida, or lived in Florida.
Mhm.
And I used to know her sister. We bowled together. I loved her sister. She was a very good friend of mine. But over the years, we just lost contact. And when she put that on there, I right away wrote to my friend, telling her how sorry I was and all the good times I miss and how much I cared for her and everything. And I sent it to her through Facebook. Now, to me, that was my way of communication because we're all doing this now. And then, so I never thought no more about it. Then last month she called me and she says, I'm very hurt with you. And I said, what did I do? And she says, you never called me about my sister.
Oh,
And
you
I
just
said-
sent.
I put it on Facebook. I says, and I just felt helpless. I mean,
Yeah, what do you say?
I just felt terrible, and because I'm good at calling people and that, but I just didn't think she's busy working and her lifestyle is different, and I just thought that was good enough.
Yeah.
Because Facebook is everything. You do everything through Facebook, and I've made little comments on things that were further said by other people and that, and here she was hurt by that. And now it kind of put a wedge between our relationship because I don't know how to deal with it.
Were you closer to her than the people that left the comments, or you really don't know their relationship?
Yeah, I'd say that we're. I mean, She said you're my best friend, and you never called me. I am her best friend. We've been friends for like 30-something years, but not that we're with each other a lot.
Well, where does
But
she
we-
live?
She lives in Illinois.
Oh, well, then why didn't you call her if you're best friends?
Because so I said it was just a mistake on my part, and it just
You just found
yeah.
out that he died on the internet.
She did.
Yeah,
No.
she did, and
Yeah, nobody called you to
No,
tell
she
you.
never called me to say,
Yeah.
Facebook.
Oh, she never called you.
No, she
No.
did it on Facebook too, and that's how I found
Okay,
out.
you can't have it both ways. Now, if she considers you as one of her best friends, you would think she would call you. Yeah, my sister passed away. And then you can't expect people to. That makes
Yeah, I
no
know
sense.
what you're saying. No,
Like
that one doesn't.
I don't to announce a death. I don't know if I agree with that, but that's just my feeling. I mean, I
Don't
guess.
put it on the internet.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say, oh yeah, I mean, maybe I would do it maybe like a month later, but if that person died right away, I don't think I would.
That's a toughie.
I don't
She
know.
did call me to tell me she was hurt with me, but that was August. Her sister passed away, and this was maybe October. She called me.
So she must not be that upset if it took her 2 months to call you.
I don't know. I mean,
Unless she doesn't
I don't wanna
check her
make light of it.
Facebook.
I feel bad that. it
Ma,
was
is
what-
she saying an announcement about her sister's death? She's checking her Facebook. Is she a Facebook person?
She's got this private something or another going. I don't
Oh.
understand it. See, I'm not too smart to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel that I felt what I did was right at the time, but now
Yeah.
I feel bad, and I feel this wedge in between us.
Wow,
And,
really?
and I just, I mean, we're still going to be friends, and she just had some surgery and that, and I do talk to her, I do text her and that, but I just can't get myself to call her because I don't know how to handle this. I don't know.
Yeah, but Carol, you're a compassionate person, and it was a mistake, and she was, busy. Did you go to the wake?
No, it was in Florida.
Oh, the sister
really
was in
was nothing. I
Florida.
don't know.
So you
Okay,
found
I
out
see.
too late too, right?
Well, I don't know if it was too late or not, but it was on Facebook, and I just responded.
Oh, the
to that.
sister lives in Florida, but
Yeah.
your friend lives in Illinois. Okay,
Right.
so then, yeah,
Wow.
I don't. She needs to get over it and just move on. It's
just feel-
too much
I just
anger.
feel, it's like I'm in a hard spot because,
Yeah.
like, I rather want to get on Facebook and say something to try to tell her I'm really sorry and everything. But then I thought, wait, her sister's been passed away in August, and now I'm going to bring
you
up something
found out.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew of it at the time, I would say, but I just did it on. I didn't
Yeah.
call her or nothing, and I'm probably wrong with that, not calling her. I'll take that, but I don't know how do you make this better? How do you
I don't
fix
know.
it?
I would
I
just,
can't fix
you know
it.
what?
Well, the longer you wait, the further that.
Send
wedge
her
is
a
gonna-
card through the
That's what I
mail.
was thinking. I just got her address because I lost
Send
her
her,
address.
just send her. You know what? If you don't really want to feel comfortable calling her, and if you feel like she's gonna like bark back at you, I would be a little not wanting to do it.
Well, she did. She did say it more than once, and I don't want you to feel hurt. I'm not telling you this to feel hurt. I just want to tell you that it hurt me, and I said, okay, I know you're hurt, but now I don't know how I'm supposed to rectify it. I don't know what to do.
If you then
I'd call her.
I would either call her or I'd send her a card and say, you know what, I don't
The
know why I
longer you
didn't
wait,
call.
the worse it's getting.
Yeah, and just say I'm really sorry. I'll do better.
Yeah,
next sister,
time.
right?
Yeah, no. But you know what I mean.
I don't like to say that.
You
sorry.
she knows. I mean if she's close with you and. I mean, I guess I can see. I mean, I understand that, but
See, I don't like to get that petty. I hate that.
yeah, if she
know,
didn't say anything, if you
She
didn't say
didn't call you,
anything, then-
number one.
Yeah.
But number two, whether she did call you or not, you found out, you said you're sorry.
Just leave it alone.
Some people can be so petty, and then they put the guilt trip on you.
Yeah.
That I really hate. Gee, I'm sorry you didn't call me. How else would I find out that she's gone? Now you make me feel like I'm the bad guy.
Because I mean, people.
The longer you wait, the bigger the wedge will be.
If you don't want to
really
talk to her, I
like
would
her?
send her a card.
We're very close in a different
Are you
kind
surprised she didn't call you to tell the sister died?
No, I didn't think about it. I mean, I racked my brain.
Yeah,
trying to
see,
think what
you're
was
not
going,
petty. Right, you just seen it, so...
What was going on in my life?
Can
that
I
maybe
just? Okay, wait a second.
Yeah, but she didn't call you to tell you when it happened. You didn't find out
That's
till
what I'm s-
October.
No, I knew. I seen it on Facebook. I read it on Facebook that her sister passed away.
When she passed
Right,
away.
in August. I probably seen it then.
Oh,
but
I
I
thought-
don't know what was going on in my life at the time because I have.
Oh.
got
I've
stuff
got
going
my
on.
own. Yeah, sometimes
But
big
Carol,
stuff.
listen. If she didn't think it was important to call you after her sister
Yeah.
passed away, I would be like, why didn't you call me and tell me? I had to find out on Facebook. Like, I would be hurt about that. I wouldn't make a big deal about it, but I find it strange that she didn't call you. Like, if you're supposed to be that close, I don't get that. Like I would call my best friend if, like, my sister. You know what I mean? Sister
I know
passed
you
away
call
or
her.
something.
But I
It's weird.
I feel bad. I mean, there's
Don't feel
nothing-
bad. Just
I don't know
just
what
give
to
it
do.
time. Time heals
I don't
everything.
blame you.
I would call or send a cute card like a.
But
sorry.
does she? Who answers their phone every time? Does she answer her phone? You're probably going to get the answering
The
machine.
most well,
anyways.
she works when she's driving home from work. She calls me, and that's when we have time to talk.
Oh.
Or she has time to talk because she's busy herself.
Yeah.
In it. So it's not like she'd pick up the phone. And it's always one of those deals, we're going to get together and go to a show one day.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
don't. And
yeah.
it's just that she's a distant. I don't drive. I mean, I
Yeah.
drive, but I don't have nothing
Right.
to drive. And
So now, what was I going to say? Oh, so if you call her when she's driving home, will she definitely answer?
oh, yeah, she'll answer the phone.
Oh,
probably.
yeah?
Yeah.
Because I would say, for us anyways, nobody answers the phone. You may call them, they'll call you back, but I would say 7 out of 10 times they don't answer it right away.
Their house phone, their landline.
Any phone.
I don't know. Just make it.
I bet
Just
you
don't
she
make
won't
it.
even answer it. I call
Just
her.
don't
and-
make a big issue about it, and then just say, you know what, I don't want to make a big issue about this, but it's been weighing heavy. I just want to make sure we're okay with each other. I feel bad I didn't call you, and I just thought, you were going through a lot of stuff. Did you go to Florida? You had to leave for Florida?
No, she didn't go to Florida.
She didn't go
Oh.
for the wake?
Not that I know. No.
Okay,
wow.
well then I don't know.
You know what I'm bad at? Say like this happens, and then I'll say something, and then a week later, why didn't I say this, or why didn't I do that? I'm always a day late and a dollar short.
Yeah, but people
and some
should be
people
forgiving.
are so good at coming up with comments right away. I'm terrible at that.
You have to stick up for yourself, number one. And if she didn't, that's another issue that she didn't go to her own sister's funeral. So
Well,
that's
that
another
was-
podcast.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, I don't even know what. I know that it's just that she's. It was just a different situation
Yeah.
that she wouldn't be able to go, but I just didn't know, and I just feel this wedge,
They're funny.
and
Don't let it, and just tell her, be honest, just talk from your heart. And if she doesn't receive it and she's still mad at you, then there's
I
nothing
think
else you
she's
can
not
do.
mad at me because she did say a bunch of times before we got off the phone. No, I don't want you to be upset. And I said,
Oh,
I am upset.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Yeah.
you can do. I am upset now
Yeah.
because I'm racking my brains trying to think, what was I doing that week that I would
I
have
bet.
called her?
Yeah, I
And I'm trying to think, was
bet.
my life so bad at this time that
Yeah.
I couldn't take the time to call
Yeah.
her?
Yeah.
And I couldn't come up with an excuse. Not that I want an excuse,
Yeah.
but I just
Yeah.
would feel better with myself knowing that I had a reason for not
Yeah.
doing it. Or did I just... Facebook has taken control of
Yeah.
everything. That's just a good thing
that's,
to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, that's what the question is, that you know what I mean? What else can we say about that?
Oh, social media. It's so new.
And then,
I mean,
and then, are you angry if somebody disagrees with you online? Like, let's say Facebook, you put something down, and then they disagree with you, and then you get upset.
I'm not on Facebook. So.
I know you're not.
I don't see. I just see that I might make. Let's just say I make a comment about something, and somebody that I know makes a comment on my comment that I didn't like what they said. So now I got to come back with my comments.
Yeah,
To say
because you got to
that.
stick up for
And
yourself.
then you finally got to say, you know what, this has got to stop.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
so
just-
that has happened to you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think people use the internet for information that they agree with, or they feel that they're right. They're trying to find out, what I think, is this correct, or is this, you know what I mean? And then when they see something online that's not agreeable to them, they'll make a comment, and that's when all these comment wars start.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because sometimes you'll see, say like you go and see a singer and everybody makes a comment. I hate it. Oh, I love it. Then you have so many thumbs up and so many thumbs down.
Or another thing, let's just say you're watching Dancing with the Stars,
Oh, I love that.
and you didn't get to watch it tonight, and they're doing elimination, but you don't want to know who eliminated because you got it taped.
Oh,
But you go to Facebook and you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No surprises. You're right. That's cute.
Do you think culture is changing for the worse and it's becoming more difficult because of the internet, like our culture? I do. I mean, I don't know. I just,
Well, because of what you said.
yeah.
Everything is on there. You want a surprise, or you hurt somebody. Oh my God, I got the hiccups. And I think it has.
I don't know.
That friend. If it wasn't for the internet, Maybe
okay,
she
Mom?
would have called you to say her
Oh yes,
sister
definitely.
passed away. So
don't
I
know.
think has changed our culture.
I think we need to be a little bit more sensitive in our Twitter and like all of that. People can get bad. I mean, people like will shame you the way you look, and it's just a culture that just I don't know. I just feel bad.
Let
for
me ask
people.
you a question. There are times when I have to tell somebody that I really don't want to get on the phone right now, so I text it. First of all, I'm not a phone person, but are there times you do that and think, oh, I don't feel like talking to him, but I got to know this information, so you text it. You do
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, I do that.
Wait,
too.
was it that again?
Say like you want to have to tell somebody something. And I thought, I don't want to get on the phone with them right now. I got to start
Oh,
dinner.
yeah.
I'm in no mood.
Yeah.
So what do? You
Yeah,
text it.
yeah.
That's what our social media has done to us.
Yeah.
You take the lesser of the two roads, and you think, and which it is easier to text.
Yeah.
That's a 5-second project.
I
but by the time, how are you? What's new? There's 20 minutes shot.
I used to be more of a phone person in my 30s. Like I remember I would talk to my girlfriend like every morning before the kids got up or whatever, and we figured, hey, you want to get together or whatever. But now, it's like you text the information and it's not.
I hate talking.
And
on
I
the
think,
phone. No.
with everybody being so
Not
critical
hate.
of people online and shaming people, I mean, we are all flawed. And everything we touch is flawed. Nothing is perfect in this world. And for somebody to put somebody down, it just, I can't wrap my head around it. Like to actually say and put that person down to,
Yeah.
oh, you're too this, you're too that.
Yeah.
Or I can't see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. So we need to do better on that and I don't know how. I don't know how we could do better. I don't know. If the government got
don't
involved,
know
I don't
either.
know. I don't know how we can
know.
do better. We just have to be nicer to
It's
each
a fact
other.
of life. The internet
Now it is.
and all that
Yep.
is a fact of life.
We-
People can't get along without it now.
Yeah.
They're walking and they're texting, and they're walking and they're checking, and
Yeah.
or people are at the restaurants now.
And I wonder in the business world too. I wonder if they don't have business meetings more, and they just like text each other or
Yeah, I do
FaceTime
too.
and.
Now,
You
we
know.
went to a restaurant. There were 4 people and a little 2-year-old sitting at the table. So then, and the 4 people were indulged in a conversation. Nobody talked to this little girl. She had one of those computers, for the kids. And I thought, is that sad?
Yeah. And
Is
it was
that
all
sad?
adults?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody talked to that
That was
little
the
girl.
babysitter.
So there were some girls sitting there. I said, don't you ever do that to your children. Look at those 4 people. Nobody talked to that little girl. How is she going to learn, how to communicate with people?
Yeah.
Well, she is off the computer.
Yeah, she was looking
that's
down the
true,
whole time,
Mom.
that little
Yeah.
girl on that
She's
thing.
quiet.
So those are, and they're big babysitters, I imagine, for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
crying? Give them that. Don't talk to them, but give them that. Take them out to a restaurant. Here, play with that while I have my drinks and do whatever.
That's a good point about our society
That's the worst
now.
one.
Yes. And it is true. People don't realize, and that's a very, very, very good point, that this 2-year-old has a computer and these 4 people are talking. And she's not communicating with them. And nobody, she doesn't, does she feel that these people don't care? I mean, I'm sure that was her
I
parents.
would love to know
But,
that.
I mean, how does she feel that way?
I
And
was
then
so tempted to go, will someone talk to this
her.
little girl?
Yeah.
I mean, she was old enough to understand.
Yeah.
Well, she knew the computer. Although, how old are the kids when they give them all these computer
Oh, God,
games?
2 years old, I think now.
They have
Isn't
games
that
and all of
sad?
that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you see that a
A
lot.
lot.
It's like, you know what, if you don't want, take your child out for dinner and show them the experience. If you don't want, then get a babysitter.
Yeah.
Don't put them through that. Then get
Yeah.
a babysitter and pay for the people who don't want to pay for it. So then they bring the iPad and then they think they're quiet and that's where I think children these days are getting
missing.
socially,
Yeah.
crippled a little bit.
Yeah. And now when I go out and I see a group of kids and family, that one time we went out and they were laughing. I went up, I said, thank your mom and dad that they brought you out and you are having a wonderful conversation. Everybody's not on there.
Yeah. I never allowed my kids to be on the phone. during
Oh, they
dinner
never
and
had
all
those
that.
things.
Yeah,
You
we
never
didn't have
had
them. I can remember back when
Well,
my
we had
youngest
iPad,
daughter,
but not like
Not for them.
no.
Those little kids.
Yeah.
she attached to her doll, and that doll was like a real baby to her. We had to take it to the restaurant with us, and we would get a high chair for her.
Oh,
And sit
yeah?
it up. And
One of
the-
your friends?
No, my youngest daughter.
Oh.
And she would put the baby in the chair, and then the waitress would, say, "What's the baby's name?" And she'd be so proud of it that we
Really?
took it to see the Rockettes, and she had had a special outfit on and everything. And this baby you would think it was a live baby.
Was it one of those American dolls?
No, it's just
No.
I don't think
rubber looks like a baby doll.
Yeah, but
that's
that
all.
was good for her imagination.
Oh yes,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
went
so
with
she's
it all the
saying.
way. They would bring the baby.
Oh,
a
that's
little
your
bowl.
point.
Yes, they'd bring the baby a little bowl of applesauce.
Oh,
In the restaurant?
Yes,
Oh, how
yes, it was.
You have
Everywhere
to.
we went.
And
that's a good deal.
you have to encourage that when kids
Yeah.
pretend and stuff, because I think, and with baby blanket, we could do a podcast about that. But I think you have to encourage
And what do you
that.
get out of a computer with imaginary
Yeah.
friends?
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
nothing to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, remember when those American Girls were so big?
I
they
don't
would
know if
have-
they still. I mean, I'm sure they still are.
I wonder. They had outfits to match. and
Yeah,
all
we
that.
have all that stuff. Oh
Yeah.
my god. And now, my
It was
kids will
something to
give
buy
their
at
daughters.
least.
That was huge. I mean, we used to
It
take them
was
downtown
very
when we
big.
had we took the I don't think Jack was born yet, and we took the girls downtown, and the American Girl dolls were with them, and when we went to dinner, they didn't take them. They're like, "Oh, we want them to stay. They're tired." The turn down service, because I think it was Peninsula or something. Turn down service made a big deal with the dolls. It was so
Really?
adorable.
Wow.
Yes, in Chicago when we went downtown, it was really cute.
Yeah,
so.
that was a big deal. Those
Well,
American-
let us know.
Remember when you'd wait in line? You had to wait in line to go into the store. 5 would come out and they left because the store was so packed.
When?
The American Girl during
Oh,
the
yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
holidays. 5 would come out, 5 can go in.
Yeah, I wonder. Let us know if American Girl dolls, because our kids are older and we're older, if it's still as it was 15,
yeah.
20 years ago,
Yeah.
if that. Leave us your comments, and if you can email us, therelatives3@gmail.com. We want to hear from you, and we want to hear what you think with social media and all that in our culture today. And we appreciate you listening to us, and we want you to be safe, be good, and be happy, and
Merry
Christmas!